a healthier, a better quality of life through science-backed technology. So this evening, Dr. Joe will share insights on healthy aging, our intelligence wellness platform with Prism.io and also ageLock therapy. So most importantly, you will discover how these cutting-edge innovations are opening doors to new possibility in both wellness and business. So ladies and gentlemen, please put our hands together and give a warm welcome to our Chief Scientific Officer.
My goodness, are you going to stand there for the next 2 hours? Really, we can't get some seats for you? Yeah. Okay, huh? Not too bad. Yeah. Frankly, I would prefer all of us to be sitting outside in your Duran man and eat your own food. But anyway, it's so good to see all of you. So tonight it's going to be interesting, in a way. So we've got two Chinese guys here, one speaking in English, and then Ken will speak to you in Mandarin. All right? So we cover all bases, except we haven't covered Bahasa yet. Yeah, maybe next time I'll try Bahasa. But it's so nice to see all of you. It's an interesting time in Nu Skin. So today I'm not going to really specific and focus on a particular product. Ichiro, you still here? I thought I saw you. I saw you. You know, our team leader, COE, I see him everywhere. I even see him on Facebook. No, well, it's so good to see all of you. Yeah, so I'm going to take you through a journey, though. I tell you a story. You have quite a few new people here, isn't it? Yeah. So, and seriously, you're here on a Saturday night, sitting here at a warm, rather than going out and either, party or getting drunk or whatever. Well, thank you for coming. So hopefully by the time you leave, you have a brief idea what Nu Skin is all about. And I hope you stay with us, because I've always felt Nu Skin is a very strange company, because I came into Nu Skin through a door called Pharmanex. That was more than 20 years ago. It was a company that I founded, and for intents and purposes, when Nu Skin came and visited with us, we were only about 3 years old. They decided to acquire us and sort of make us part of the family. And since then, I've been learning what is Nu Skin all about, And the only thing I learned when they first came and talked to us was that it was a direct selling company. I said, what do I know about? And by the way, I was in Los Angeles. The company was in Los Angeles, and Nu Skin is in a place called Utah. I never go to Utah. Let alone in a little town called Provo. I mean, I know Talo Intan better than I know Provo. Some of you may ask Rain Ho where he comes from. Anyway, it's really one thing led to another, and they obviously decided to buy Nu Skin. I almost at that point in time started to learn about Nu Skin, and in a way I'm very much like some of the new folks here. You hear this word, somebody invited you here, and you're sitting here on a Saturday night, and you're wondering what the hell I'm doing here. All right, it's another direct selling company. It's another one that's going to tell me a story, all right, and get me to join. I'm hoping that invitation to come is actually quite meaningful, and with a better understanding of Nu Skin, that it's really going to be worth your time to continue with Nu Skin. We're going to talk about aging, because this is what we do in Nu Skin. Ever since the foundation back in 1984, and you saw that, 1984, that's the year that the company was founded by 3 individuals. And it's always been about trying to help people live better longer. Remember that. It's always been about not live longer. It's always about living better longer. That's a big difference. And the difference being is about the quality of life. All right? So remember, it's not about always, it's magically, we always think, oh, aging, that's right. The message will be, I want to live as long as possible. I think there's a wrong thinking because it's really something not really, in a way, appealing. Think about it this way. If you live long, but you live it in a wheelchair, and you cannot get out of bed, what's the point? Right? So it's about your quality of life. And on a personal level, my father never had that quality of life. 5 years before he passed away at 89, or thereabout, maybe 89, he was suffering. He never had a quality of life. He was in a wheelchair. Okay? So every time I see him, he's suffering. So when he finally passed, in a way, I was in a way glad because he doesn't have to suffer anymore. That's what Nu Skin has always been, about the quality of life. That's why we say we are living better. And aging is something that you can do. 12 months from now, we're all going to be a year older. There's nothing I can do about that. Neither can you do anything about it. But during that year, if you keep your body from aging biologically, then I think you're going to stay younger, longer. That's what we're thinking of. And the reason is because lots of scientific studies, right? And it shows here that as you get older, there's a top curve that's called the lifespan, or chronological aging. And then the bottom one is what we call health span, or biological aging. Same, interchangeable, those two definitions, right? So the gap is what they're trying to narrow. Because right now we are all living longer, actually, in every country in the world, in that sense, right? Yeah. So, but the gap is actually widening. That's what we're trying to do, is about the health span. So, and you're going to hear a lot of words, and it's healthy aging here as well. And I already mentioned to you, it's about living better longer. Think about it, and some of you, when you come here, I'm hoping, yeah, it is about the products, but it's also about a business opportunity in Nu Skin, right? So think about it this way: if you indeed are interested in the business opportunity, if you will, in the world of Nu Skin, isn't it really good? Because when you become, it's not an if, it's when you become successful in Nu Skin, do you not like to reward yourself with a healthier body? Yes. What's the point of being really successful financially and you're not able to enjoy their success?
Yes.
So this is a very strange business in the sense, because there are very few businesses in the world that allow you to do that, to combine the two. I mean, all of us have heard this saying, right? Oh my goodness, I have to work so hard. Sometimes I have to work myself to death before I become successful. I don't think in Nu Skin that is the objective. I hope you remember that, because that's what like I said, Nu Skin is a strange company. And it's even stranger when you think about it that this is a company that is for you, by you, with you. So, when you think of those three words, or the three combinations of by, for, with, what does that tell you? That should tell you that Nu Skin has always been your company. For the new people, this is especially important, because you're not joining a company, you're not going to work for Nu Skin. All right? Unlike any other traditional companies and all that, you join, we don't hire you. Nu Skin doesn't hire you. You have decided to become part of the family.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Yes.
It's always been that way. Frankly, again for the new people, understand this. New Skin can never survive if all of you sitting here truly don't consider New Skin as your company. Because when you really, seriously believe in New Skin being your company, then you do your level best, right? You always want the best for your family.
Yes.
This is not a job. All right? And our products are also meant to sort of get you into that success trip or the journey or whatever you call it, in the sense that our products guarantees that you're going to have that healthy body so that you can enjoy your success.
Yeah.
All right? So think about it that way, and that's why we're an aging company. And I talk about New Skin innovation. Let me take you through the history a little bit. Right? In 1984, we came out with this, what is it? It's sort of personal care, New Skin. That's where the name came from. Unfortunately, in Utah, they can't spell. When I first followed them, when they first came and visited with me, because I was one of the co-founders of FarmNext, right? They came visiting and said, "Oh, yeah, we're from New Skin," and they put up this slide, New Skin. Oh my goodness, really? Are we serious talking to them? You know, what sort of company is that? But clearly, very quickly, you realize my fault, our fault, for not recognizing it, because Ginny has already shown you on one of the slides that it was even then a New York Stock Exchange company, a public company, right? So it's not their fault, it's my fault. But still, I'm trying to get them to change and spell it right, but they refuse. And that was when we came in 1998. FarmNext was acquired in 1998, and I came into the world of New Skin, and I started to learn what this direct selling is all about. And here's the point. What I learned about direct selling and about network marketing and so on is, frankly, there are many, many sort of, I guess I should call them bad habits, practice in network marketing, right? One of the ones, especially in my area of products and so on, is the fact that it seems like that a lot of companies are willing to say a lot of things without proof. And they expect you to believe it, right? Take this, it's good for you. Why? Well, because my grandmother says so. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, because we all love our grandmothers. Don't get me wrong. But surely one person is enough to really prove